NAMM 2014. It's first day Thursday. We're sitting here with Pete, and we are at Slate still, and we can't wait to hear about this. I know there's been a huge amount of buzz about the new VMR and VMS system. We're going to take a look at it here from behind the console. And Pete, go ahead and tell us about this.
Hi, Kevin. Well, let me introduce it. So you have the VMR, which is going to be the virtual mix rack. This is going to be reminiscent of a 500 series style rack. You can drag and drop all of these different processors in there. So you have a couple EQs, a couple different compressors, and then our biggest ticket item here at NAMM is going to be the VMS, which everybody's really excited about. So let's drag that into our first slot here and take a look. So here we have our S47 model, which pairs great with our Slate ML1 mic. You can catch that in the video that we released earlier this week. And basically this is going to recreate the sound of that vintage U47 that you've been wanting to record on for years and just haven't been able to find the right studio. We have it here. So basically this is going to emulate the microphone, and we can also jump in here and emulate the preamps. So what we have up here is the FG73. It's a British style preamp, and we can also bring up the FG Tube, which is going to be a bit sweeter, warmer sounding preamp.
How many preamps do you have that will be shipping with it?
Currently we have 2, so that's what we plan on shipping.
Okay.
Yeah, and
you'll buy more as time goes on?
Yep, so we're going to be offering expansion packs for both the mics and for the preamps, and you'll be able to buy them a la carte or as packs. So we're going to be doing some collaborations with many big studios, NRG recording studios in North Hollywood. They have an exquisite microphone collection. We're going to do a pack with them, and there's a couple more down the pipeline.
Do you guys have any idea, or just the way you look at it? I mean, you could spend up to you could spend 10 grand on a mic. What would you be spending on a model?
On a model, it's hard to say. We're still in prototype phase, so we don't have any hard prices on any of the packages. But
substantially less.
Substantially less. We want to make this attainable for everybody. We don't want it to be something that people are dreaming about using, but getting to using.
Project studio as well.
Absolutely.
This is amazing to have a mic locker that you can only dream about.
Absolutely, and we want everybody to be able to access that, because you know what? Everybody wants to make music, and it's sound that we all love. So we want to give the same accessibility to all. So those are the preamps. Let's take a look at some of the different mics, shall we? So this is a list of what we've started with. So we have a S47 model, an S51 model, an S57. So you guys can kind of get the gist of the mics that those might be kind of going after. And then we have some other mics for our small diaphragm condenser mic, which by the way can handle an SPL level of 135 decibels. So throwing it on a kick drum, you would think I would never throw a condenser on a kick drum, but this mic's ready to handle it. We have a couple different presets here, which are going to be the S kick. We have an S modern kick and an S metal kick. The S kick is going to be pretty neutral sounding. Then once you start getting into the modern kick, that adds the subharmonics of a reversed subwoofer speaker. So that's already going to be blended into that. And then the metal kick has more of a snappy, tight curve.
So these are more almost like, these are kind of not real world microphones as much as application scenarios.
Exactly. It's taking the real world microphone that we're modeling and processing it per application.
Very nice. So how many mic models did you have there, as well as these?
Let's see. Here we have, I believe we have about 15 models here, and that's what it's going to ship with, yeah. And then, like I said, the a la carte packs will be available, and then the full-on expansion packs will be available.
Okay.
And we'll also be selling the units. Will be shipping with one ML1 and one ML2 mic, and those will be sold a la carte as well if you want 2 ML2s or 2 ML1s for any reason.
The actual preamp, how many mics can you put into that?
And that's a dual channel preamp.
It's dual.
Yep.
Okay, so you get 2 in each.
Yep.
Okay.
And so that's going to be ultra clean, totally transparent and ready to be manipulated by our software.
Talk a little bit about that, how you guys were able to get such a flat, even, uncolored response with your mic and your pre to make this even possible to do.
Basically, we're just using the highest quality components that we can that aren't adding any color and are just perfect coming in. It has a D to A converter. I'm sorry, an A to D converter, and that's going to be your master clock, so you slave off of that. And you know, if you're running the right interface, like an HD system, down at 64 samples, you're going to be getting, I believe that's about a 1.5 millisecond round trip. So you're not going to hear any latency. You're going to have everything printed right here, and you know.
Now the VMR, that's just going to be a standard plug-in for Pro Tools and
yep, exactly. And all of this will be available for Pro Tools, Logic, Cubase, VST, RTAS.
Will anybody else's software be able to plug into?
You know, that's something that we've yet to jump into. You know, we're definitely going to be talking to people, and if they want to, code for our format, then that would be great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is really exciting stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. As far as shipping again, you said
probably late March. We're looking at sometime around there.
Okay, and then the system with the 2 mics and the pre box, and that comes bundled with the software, correct?
Yep, absolutely.
What are we looking at street, or do you have a street yet?
We don't have a hard street price yet. You know, we'll be releasing that as soon as we can. We're thinking somewhere in the $2,000 range, though.
Unbelievable. Pretty amazing. $2,000. On your way to having one heck of a Pro Studio mic locker. So anyway, thank you very much, Pete. I appreciate
You're welcome,
it.
Kevin.
It's good talking to you. Slate Digital, Musician News, Namm 2014. Time for some more coffee.